Hey guys, Romie here. So please like, comment, subscribe because next week Tara and Amina are back and they're filming together. I told you this would happen. I'm disgusted. I'm not disgusted with them. I'm disgusted with I see where this storyline is going again. Anyway, this episode starts off, it's entitled Cancun, Season 7, Episode 12 of Love and Hip Hop New York, where Papoose, he's recording his music video, and his mom and daughter stop by because they want to check on him to see how he's really doing. Because remember, in the previous episode, we found out, because they kept this under wraps, that Remy lost the baby. And, they're just trying to let him know that they're there for him because he's the type of person to where he's usually strong for the people and he just holds everything in. They're saying, no, this is something horrible that happened to you, so we want to make sure that you're good. We want to make sure that you're good. We want to make sure that we have your back. And he's like, I appreciate it. And his mom said, you need to make sure that you hold your wife close and make sure that you two become closer than ever, because right now it'll be very easy for the two of you to drift apart because of something as terrible as this. Once that's done and over with, what we have next is, Lord Jesus, what we have next is the foolery, which is the Creep Squad. Well, it's not the full Creep Squad because Snoop is there. Snoop is there kind of filling in for DJ Self because DJ Self hasn't reacclimated himself into the group. So right now we have Amina, she's still in LA, so Peter's still trying to pursue Tara, and the main focus of this meeting of the Creep Squad is we need to go and have a general understanding. Rich and Cisco were there for the whole apology tour that Peter is on, and Self wasn't there because he was working or whatever. They need to come to some type of agreement so that they can be bros again. And it's like, all right, so what do I need to do to facilitate the Creep Squad coming back together? So it's like, all right, we see this plot line. Soup saying how, no, you guys aren't real creeps. Whatever you guys are doing, you aren't real creeps. This is a joke. Y'all are a joke. I'm the real deal. I'm not a part of this foolishness. I'm thinking, thank God you said it, because it was like, just to be clear, I'm doing this to film so I can meet my obligations as far as how many scenes I have to do, and that's it, because you guys are on some other no. Anyway, the ladies are in Cancun, and they chose the right song. No Lie, Sean Paul, and yeah, that song's good. That was the right song. It's like, okay, all right, whoever in charge of the music, definitely doing it. Now, of course, it's the original group, which is Kimbella, as along with Juju, with Yandy, as well as Jay Adrian. They're all there together as a group because it's this whole thing of, all right, we're here to have fun, but they can't really have fun because Kimbella still feels a certain way about Yandy and how Yandy is handling this whole, okay, you're supposed to be managing Jewels, but why are you, because Yandy comes with Lil B. Yandy comes with Bianca, and of course that infuriates Kimbella, because why wouldn't it? Infuriates Kimbella because she's trying to figure out, you're coming here for play, and yet you're bringing work. So are you also doing stuff for Jewels? Because Jewels isn't having everything that he needs to be done for him. So I don't understand why you brought her over here. No disrespect to her. And there was like, made very clear, I don't have a problem with you, Bianca. I have a problem with the fact that Yandy and I need to have a conversation about how things are supposed to be going. And yet she made time to make sure that you were here. And what about, her husband, as in Kimbella's husband? I'm looking at this whole situation like, Kimbella, are we being serious right now? Why is this such a huge thing? Why is it so? Yandy brought, Bianca down. We see it, we get it, we feel it. It is what it is at this point. why is it such a, oh my gosh, you can go and bring her, but you can't go and handle this with well, so you can't at least go and let me know what's going on with him. Yandy was trying to make it very clear. I am his manager. There's a certain level of confidentiality. He's telling you all this stuff. He's giving you the information anyway. So what is your real problem with me? Yeah, but it needs to come from you, or I should feel like, I'm like, duh. Yandy is his manager. She's also your friend. She's trying to play both roles. This is the issue that you guys have always had. This is nothing new. This is where you actually need to get over it, because things are better in your life and your relationship. So now you're just harping on you want it all. You want it all and you want it your way. And that's not how it works. Of course, Young B is already down here, and she invited Cardi B. Cardi invited her sister Hennessy, which, like, okay, that makes sense. And Mariah Lynn. She invited Mariah Lynn because it's like Mariah Lynn and Bianca are real friends. So you two need to sit. We're going to go over here, but you two need to sit down and have a conversation. And it's like, yeah, all right. Because Cardi B is just like, look, we're in Mexico. We just need to go and have fun instead of handling all this mess. And so Bianca and Mariah finally had a real conversation. And Mariah said, hold up. Before you go and just assume stuff, let me say my piece. Okay. You are my friend. Sky is someone who I already knew prior to. So that's why I felt like when you were doing your dirt, I felt that someone who I was, you know, friendly with, and you were doing the dirt with her boyfriend, I'm going to go and let her know, because it's just not in my character to just go and let that stuff fly. But I can acknowledge the fact that maybe I shouldn't have said anything, because the reality is she was using me. She was using me and also putting words in my mouth. I never gave her exact coordinates of this is what you're going to do and at this time. I don't have that information. Just like what I told you guys, that was production. That was production. And that was that. So she said, I apologize, and I appreciate, you know, this from Mariah Lynn, because I know a lot of people were looking for this. So she gave you what you want. You should be happy now. She apologized, not for, you know, saying what she said initially, because, like, if I'm really friends with both these people, I wouldn't, if the shoe was on the other foot, I would do that for you as well. She apologized for maybe I went and put more stock into someone who wasn't really my friend the way that I'm friends with you. So I'm sorry for doing that. And of course, Bianca accepts it. She was like, no, but you have to acknowledge that I'm your friend and she's not. Okay, okay. You're my friend. She's not my friend. It's not a big deal. I know you. I love you. If I see her never again, it's not a deal, period. I don't feel any type of way. So it's like, are we cool? Okay, we cool. But this chick still threw a drink in my face. And if she thinks that I'm going to forget that, she got another thing coming. So I'm thinking, oh, Lord Bianca, get away from the pool. Get away from the pool. It was like, you know, yeah, we patched it up, Cardi, but this is the one more thing that has to be dealt with. Boom! Now, the thing is, with respect to Mariah Lynn, because I rewound it, she jumped in with, what do you call it? She went in the pool with Bianca. So it wasn't just like a savage, I'm kicking the woman in the pool, and if she makes it, she makes it. If she doesn't, she does it. She falls in the pool, and her wig comes off. Her wig comes off, and you see her braids. They were saying she looked like a wet rat. They said she looked like she came straight out of prison. This is on the show. This is what they're saying. How friends are saying it's about her. And of course, everyone's just like, all right, back in the pool. Everyone's jumping in the pool. Ha ha. Hennessy gets in the pool. Cardi said, ha, I look just like Mariah Lynn under this wig. Y'all not getting me in this pool. I'm making too much money. I'm making too much money now to be in this no pool looking a mess. Now, back onto the serious tip. Remy and Pap have a conversation, and Pap, you know, is honest with Remy. It's like, of course, what's going on with the baby hurts me as well. I love you. When you hurt, I hurt. And I want to acknowledge the fact that I know this isn't your fault. I never thought for once that this was your fault. If you're blaming yourself, don't, because you're wrong for doing that. I still love you regardless. we're gonna go and get through this together. And I'm thinking, oh, the, the love, the love. It's the love and the feelings. And this, this is a real relationship. This, that right there is a real relationship. That's not even relationship goals at this point. That should be the golden rule, the standard for relationships, because it's just so, and they're just so. And speaking of relationships, Joelle's must be like, dang, my wife does so much when I'm downstairs making money in the studio, recording in the studio. Because now he has to go and do daddy daycare. I get that that's supposed to be a cute term. I don't like the term because it makes it sound like, all right, I'm here to be with my kids and actually show them my full attention, love, and affection in this very moment when normally I feel the same way about them. It's just that I'm not there to do it partially because someone else can do it for me. That's what I get from daddy daycare. And I know that's not what any of these guys mean, but I don't like that phrase because daycare, you give the kid back. That's why I'm just thinking about it. Anyway, so of course he's gonna do a good job. He's been in the house for like 7 years, not really going anywhere because Kimbella wanted it that way. So he knows how to take care of his kids. It's just having that helping hand makes all the difference. Or Kimbella saying, you know what, go downstairs, I got them. Makes all the difference. And I'm sure they act differently with mom than they do with dad. They're probably like, oh, mom's gone? All right, time for some fun. Time to jump on some stuff. Time to eat whatever we want. You know how it is. So it's nice to see. Back at Party Central, of course, Yandy and her crew, they decide they're going to go to the club and they're going to have a good time. They show up at the club and they see Bianca and her crew having a good time. Yandy's over it because she's trying to figure out, why are you doing this? I paid for you to come down here. I paid for you to come down here to work. Again, I'm trying to figure out how that makes any sense. I get it. In a different environment, it's supposed to spark creativity. I understand that, but what? So, of course, we have Cardi B, who's not really eavesdropping. It's more some Mariah Lynn and Hennessy that are eavesdropping and feeling a certain way because Yandy, of course, is saying stuff at Bianca, and they feel like, even though she's talking to Bianca, I feel like she's indirectly trying to say stuff to us as well because we're here, we're all having a good time. And then she came over here and it's like Bianca was actually working all day. Believe it or not, she was working all day. She got her work done. She did what she needed to do, whatever that means. And she just wants to go and have some fun with the girls. I'm thinking, this is not your fight. This is not your battle. Please stay out of it. Please stay out of it, because if you two say anything right now, it's going to go left. Let Bianca handle this. So Bianca, she tells Yandy, look, sometimes I feel like you do a little bit too much, but I understand where it's coming from because I know that you're one of the few people that actually believes in my work and believes in what I'm trying to do and has consistently supported me. So I don't want you to think that I'm taking any of that for granted. I just wanted a moment for myself, but I promise, and I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry because we're in the club and we don't do that. But, and that's such a cliche, but, and then she starts crying. Like, you don't know how much I appreciate you. And the thing is, though, you're busy, and I know you're busy with Mendices in jail. You have your kids to take care of, your other clients. So then I go and do my own thing and don't really talk to you or rely on you for stuff because I know that you believe in me and have other stuff going on. And Yandy said, no. Always remember, if you lose, I lose. When you win, I win. So I am here to support you because I believe in what you're doing and what you're trying to do. I just need for you to continue to stay focused and put in that work. And it's like, all right, we cool. Everyone's not cool there, but for now they're cool. I love how when Juju had, I guess they had to get a bigger place setting on the beach because Juju said, I originally invited my core group of girls and then somehow we have these, Bianca came and she brought her people. So we had to make some more space. you know, we accommodate. We accommodate, even though we shouldn't have to. We accommodate, and it is what it is. Now, before the ladies got there, Kimbella and Yandy hashed it out, and it was their usual. You know what? I don't feel like you really hear me. You just stop talking long enough so that you can hear what I'm saying, so that you can respond. That's my issue with you, because you already know what you're going to say. You don't really care what I'm saying. You're just hearing me long enough so that you know what you need to say to reply back or reply back. I just want you to hear me. And I will say this. I'm sure Yandy has that type of spirit of, yeah. Oh, yeah, and another thing. Oh, yeah, you heard something? Oh, okay. And another thing. But Kimbella also has oh my gosh, I'm really sensitive. It doesn't take much for me to take it a certain way or to react. So I just chuck this up to their friends. They know each other. They've been doing this ever since the show started and they were on here. So we know this is the real selves. This is nothing for the cameras. This is... Anyway. They make it up, shed a couple of tears. The other ladies come and... You know, they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. But before all of that, it's funny how Yandy introduced all these as if Juju and Kimbella don't at least aren't somewhat familiar with that. That's what kind of threw me off. I said, oh, okay, I guess this is their first time formally meeting, so we're going to go and, you know, act like this is official. And Mariah Lynn said, you know, I have to be honest. At the club last night, I felt a certain way because I didn't know if you had a problem with us being here or what. I just wanted, it just felt like, you know, you were scolding Bianca kind of for having us here. It was like, no, it's not you. You're not the problem. You know, Bianca and I, we just need to have a conversation because we weren't really seeing eye to eye on certain things. So that's all it was. So it was like, oh, okay. All right, cool. Whatever's clever. So what's the matter for the... Yeah, Bianca's like, yeah, I was actually crying in the club. Oh, Lord Jesus, something we need to talk about? No, we're good now. I was like, oh, okay. So what are we going to do for the day? Well, let's have a twerking contest. I'm thinking, okay. I'm thinking, Young B's been looking good. And when I say Ben's looking good, I mean the fact that she's been in a bathing suit this whole time. Young B has always looked good. I've always appreciated Young B. It's just when she was doing that foolishness, I couldn't tolerate it because I looked at her in a certain light. And then she went and did that. And I couldn't, I was like, you can't be, come on, you look, and you're trying to, but, you know, all Kimbella was twerking. I was like, okay, yeah. It was a beautiful scene. It was a beautiful scene. I appreciated all of it. Because the next thing we see is DJ Self. Back in New York, we have DJ Self. And remember, he told part of the Creep Squad to make sure that Cisco parked his car at a certain spot. Now, we already know that production made sure that this happened and that no one came out and did anything about this. Even though there were ongoers looking at this like, what in the world is going on? So, Cisco parked, I think that was the Bentley he had out. And DJ Self took some, it looked like shoe polish, and put it on the car. I'm thinking, Lord Jesus, if that erodes paint, even though that paint should be high quality, so that shouldn't have do anything to it, he's gonna go ham. He's gonna go ham. So then the guys come out, and the next thing they're walking, you know, they're talking. Next thing they know, they're like, what the? And then they see DJ Self. It's like, haha, paybacks, payback. Cisco said, 5, 4, 3. Ah! Rich is like, no, chill out. Peter's like, Self, you better go and fix this fast. Self went and goes like, wait, it's a joke. It comes off. It's like, you spray paint my car. No, it's a joke. See, it comes right off. I'm thinking, Self, you better take all of that off quickly before it somehow stays on. And then Cisco says, you know what? I know it was bugging, and I apologize to all of you because I know I was tripping. Do you accept my apology? Well, you know, I am my brother's keeper. So so if you are, then you say, what was it? I'm with you or something like that. So it's like, I am my brother's keeper. I'm with you. I am my brother's keeper. I'm with you. I am my brother's keeper. I am my brother's keeper, Rich. I am a Rich. I am my brother's keeper. Yeah, I'm with you. It's like Creep Squad for life. Creep Squad. Look, this is all for jokes. This is all for giggles. I just had to accept it. This is all for giggles. All of it. So, that is that. Now, back in Mexico, things, again, take a turn for the worse. Why do they take a turn for the worse? Because of the fact that we have an issue. We have a major issue. Yandy was reading, as we know, what's her name? Juju's book. What was it? Secret of a Jewel or Secret to a Jewel. And even though Kimbella and J. Adrian liked it and were like, oh, this book's about sex, and this book's really interesting, and it's really relatable, Yandy didn't feel the same way. So while everyone else, and when I say everyone else, I mean Kimbella and Jay, were saying, you know, giving Juju her props, and like big ups Juju, Yandy said, first of all, we're supposed to be cool. If we're supposed to be cool, why are you writing about me in your book? Excuse me? What are you talking about? If I was writing about my friend, I would have let them know ahead of time. I'm not going to go and blindside you. Oh, is that the case? Really? So what is about this Pat? And this Pat had to deal with Patrice, who was going around and making fake pages, social media pages, to try and mess up her ex boyfriend's relationship with his current. And and here's the thing, regardless if it was kind of inspired by, first of all, there's nothing special about that. We get the timing about it made you feel like, oh, this is kind of suspect. But Yandy, you went on a TV show and told us all of this information. None of this is private. It's personal, but none of this is private. So the fact that you're trying to go after Juju like she hurt you so badly, you hurt yourself by putting it out there. You put it out there before she possibly could. Well, that's not true. But you put it out there before most people possibly could. Now, so that was really the main thing, because Juju said she got up and left. So it's like, I don't know why you're so self-centered in thinking that there aren't 1,000,001 women who have the same story as you or same situations. And the thing is, regardless if it was inspired by you or not, I respect you. I will have told you. I will have told you. So no, it isn't about you. And two, not everything's about you, Yandy. And I'm like, uh-oh, here we go. Yandy, you about to drop another friend. So please like, comment, subscribe. Next week, I'm not going to have a voice because it's going to be crazy. It's going to go down.